Welcome to This Week in Weiss Schwarz, where we talk about Weiss Schwarz's news and cards of the day. Real quick, happy birthday, Darkness. It was her birthday on the 5th. I put her figure away. Now I guess I really do owe her a deck profile. Anyway, off to the news. ReZero Memory Snow is actually coming to English Weiss Schwarz. There is no release date yet, and we actually haven't gotten a release date for Fujimi Fantasia Bunko either, but we are getting those cards over in the English card of the day. One thing that is important to note about Memory Snow is that the previous ReZero cards are compatible with the Memory Snow set. Just the thing is that a good majority of the cards in the Memory Snow set are trait locked. Over in Fate Grand Order, we were shown some of the art for the signed cards. The top left is actually going to be the SEC, and the other four are the signed cards. The set does come out June 26th. Lastly, on April 10th, which was yesterday on Friday, it was someone's birthday. No, it wasn't mine. That was actually last week. No, it wasn't Mitake Ran's. It was actually Toka Yatogami's birthday, who is a character in Data Live. That was actually on the 10th. And to celebrate, we're gonna get Data Live in Weiss Schwarz. They actually announced this at 1 a.m. Pacific time, which I know it's a different time in Japan, but I was actually about to go to bed, but then I saw this and I was like, yo, shit. We were also given the promotional art for the trial deck and the booster box. We are going to be getting 5 signed cards in the booster box, and we're going to get 2 signed cards in the trial deck. And yes, this set is Neo Standard with the cards in the Fujimi Fantasia Bunko set. Data Live is a light novel series that has been going on since 2011, and I actually believe it ended last month or earlier this year. The final volume was actually released last month. There are 22 volumes of the light novel, and they were published in the magazine Fujimi Fantasia Bunko, but come on, you knew that already. Also, the anime is going to be receiving a 4th season, and this was actually announced back in March. So it looks like the key art is going to be from the anime. And I do expect the super rare art, or maybe the signed cards, or maybe like the PR cards or something like that, will be from the light novel. Or shit, hey, you know what? Maybe not, because we did get Fujimi Fantasia's Bunko, which is a light novel set. Okay. Come on, this is gonna come to English. I just know it. We're getting Fujimi Fantasia Bunko and English Weiss Schwarz, which no one expected. Danmachi actually had a Data Live event in the game. The light novels are not published in English, but we are getting a video game, and the anime is fairly popular. Personally, I'm not gonna invest in JP. I'm gonna wait for it to come over here in English. Speaking of Data Live, this card does not work like this. The first effect states that it's only from hand. You could pay one, but you could pay one to call another one regardless from where this card came from. Actually, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't wait till this comes to English. And with that, let's get to the cards. There's going to be a lot of Konosuba cards, kind of like my last couple episodes, because the set is actually almost out. The movie set's almost out, and the cards that are shown for Sakura Wars, we've already seen them, and I did cover a good majority of them. But first, let's break up the Konosuba train and let's talk about this. Adventure time. We have a card to talk about, finally. Jake finding his buddy a new love interest is an on-plate, pay to search, and also a climax ditch salvage. That's it. Okay, moving on. We're going to be going to Shin Sakura Wars just to break it all up. Over in Shin Sakura Wars, we have the super rare art for this card, and one strike from the soul Hatsuho is a global 500, and rest this card. Give a character 500 power until the end of your opponent's turn. And you need this card to be in the waiting room so it could get in the fucking robot, Shinji. Sorry, wrong series. Spiritual Fighter Mugen Hatsuho Machine is on plate, pay 1, and marker the Hatsuho from your waiting room. And you can search a climax from your deck, and it's an anti-early drop bomb. We are not showing any finishers for reds that involve Hatsuho, but we do have the 3-2 for Justice Sakura combo that does use a climax, so this card does work well with that. You can also grab the climax for 100 clones Azami, but you are going to be pretty tight in that deck, and thankfully this Kamiyama is a red card. Also, in last week's video, I said that she gives off hella Rangiku vibes. No, not anymore. She's giving off hella Kokaku Shiba vibes. Here's another Kamiyama card. At the start of your attack phase, if this card's in your front row, mill, and if you hit a character, this card gains 2k for the turn, and he is a pay 1 solo encore. Over in Konosuba, we have only redeeming value Darkness, who can't be reversed if it's battling a cost 0 character, and it's a pay 1 solo encore. Blocking the way Darkness is a 2k5 backup, and when you use this card's backup, you can salvage the 1-0 backup from the Sneaker Bunko and the Konosuba Re-edit set. Why? Fuck it. Good at Enduring Darkness gains 1k during your turn, and when it's sent from the stage to the waiting room, Top check 4, add a climax. Ditch the rest, and then you ditch a card from your hand. Sightseeing in the Crimson Demon Village Darkness gains a level and 1k5 during your opponent's turn if all of your characters are magic or adventurer characters, and on play, climax, ditch, salvage. Oh my god, Kazuma! Sightseeing in the Crimson Demon Village Aqua gives the character 1k5 on play, and on attack, pay 1, trigger check twice. How about some more explosion bullshit? Starting off with Devilish Younger Sister Komeko. At the start of your climax phase, your opponent can mill 2. If they do, this card cannot front attack. Welcoming Komeko has a climax combo. On attack, if I'm back and welcome back, you can pay 1 and you shuffle up to 3 cards from your opponent's waiting room back into their deck and you shuffle. The climax is a +2 soul and 2 soul when triggered. Here's Forbidden Weapon, a level 2 cost 4 event. If you have a Kazuma character, send this card to your memory. At the end of your opponent's turn, if this is in your memory, you can pay 2 and send all copies of this card to the waiting room. Send up to 2 cards from your opponent's waiting room to the top of their deck in any order and you burn 5. When you pay this card's cost, you can ditch a Welcoming Komeko instead of paying 2 stock. The ditching a card is for the initial cost of the card, not the memory cost. It's going to be paying for half of its stock this way, so that's still pretty good. But wait, there is more. Mogu Mogu Komeko is on play, rest this card. Top check your deck and you can set it as a marker. And when you pay for the cost of an event from your hand, you can detach a marker from this card to replace 1 stock of that card's cost. And she gives 1k to a character if one of your characters reverses an opponent. So ultimately, you can be covered for 3 of this event's costs, giving you enough stock for the pay 2 for the memory effect. Wait, hold up, any event? You are swinging for at least 3 soul with this Komeko, but you are spinning cards back into the deck, so the chances of canceling are lowered. God damn, this combo, I like it. It's super funny. This Kazuma here is on play, you ditch a card and you can salvage the event. And with that, you do have a Kazuma on the field. I hope you have Mogu Mogu on the field and Welcoming in your hand, because it's gonna pop off. Intimidating Pose Aqua gives your level 3 or higher characters in front of this card 2k and rest this card. Give a character the following effect. On reverse, spin it to the bottom of the deck. Why do you want to do this? Because this card. To the Crimson Demon Village Aqua gains 500 power for each of your other adventurer and goddess characters, and on play heal and climax combo. On attack, if you have Divine Goddess in play, you can pay 1. Mill the bottom 2 cards of your opponent's deck, and if no climaxes were milled, you burn 1 twice. So this Aqua is going to be giving your 3-2 Aquas an extra 2k plus the climax, so you'll be at 3k plus its own effect. That's an extra 5k right there. So there is still a pretty good chance you're going to be reversing something, as you know, there's still backups. Pay 1 is a pretty cheap cost, but holy shit, is that a gamble. You are going to be going 50-50 with the 2-1 Aqua's effect, which I'm a gambling man. I do like those odds. I do like this effect a little more than the current 3-2 that we have, but the current Aqua that we do have, the one from the first set, just does more, like a whole lot more. But this card does feel like a finisher, like you're going to be ending the game and going for the kill. We'll see if anything changes. Also, look at this Megumi. We have the super rare art for this Shy Union, which I talked about in a previous episode. And Gently Watch Over Union gives 500 forward, and it's a pay 1 salvaging brainstorm where you ditch a card if you salvage. Here's the last Konosuba card we're going to talk about today. Thoughts for Explosion Magic Megumi gains 1k during your turn, and when you play the climax teasing and you have another character, this card gains the following effect until the end of your opponent's turn. On attack, pay 1 and trigger check twice, and when attacked, bounce this card back to hand. The climax is a 1k1 and a gate when triggered. So I had a feeling that this card's climax was actually going to be a gate, and I kind of called it. I didn't make a video about it, but I think I did post about it on Twitter. But yeah, we actually have all the triple rares, and with that, we actually have all the double rares released, and we do have all the climaxes for the double rares. Now, we are missing a couple cards here and there, but the big money cards are all shown. And Konosuba is actually out in 2 weeks on the 24th. Over in Not Weiss News, we have the booster boxes for Rebirth for you, and they kind of look like Pocky boxes. Like, I don't know if they did this on purpose. Like, the trial deck boxes look like the mushroom candy, and now we got this, like, I'm sure, I don't know if they did this on purpose or if they just got a cheaper rate for the boxes, if they used pre-existing boxes. And with that, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Weiss Schwarz news and content. And I'm going to be doing some remote fights. So if you see me on that Discord, say hi. Don't fuck me up too badly. I'm gonna do some tests here and there just to see how it goes. I don't know when I'll be doing it, so just like, I don't know. We'll see. And with that, thank you guys for watching. Again, follow me on Twitter for a shitpost. Follow me on Coffee for a blog of the channel. And I will see y'all in the next one.